Hello and welcome back to K&F Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe down below so we can keep crafting together, as well as hit that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you like my videos. And it'll show it to you and others, which really helps me out. Today I have some cute bunny earrings to show you, as well as these ones that I'm wearing. They were both made with my Glowforge today, but these ones here actually have some HTV. It's this scissor brand. It cuts a little different than regular HTV iron-on vinyl, so I'll show you how to use that. It's kind of backwards. And then for these guys here, if you don't want to use the HTV, you could also use Cricut brand. You can do infusible ink, which is what I did, sublimation, for that giraffe in the background. I did that last week, so you can look up below and down below. I'll link the video from last week. And then for these ones here, I painted them. I just used some acrylic paint, and then I actually watered it down to get a nice shows a little bit of the grain still. And then lastly, for the edges, I used this gold marker pen. It's really nice with finishing off the edges. I also recommend for painting, especially these little tiny flower details, these little paint brushes. It's an acrylic plastic. Love these things, so I'll link those as well. So with that, let's get crafting. I'm using this Easy Pattern HTV by Scissor. It's a little bit different than normal HTV. And actually, if you unravel all of it, I finally found the instructions. And it says to put the patterned side up and do not mirror. So it's very different than normal HTV. Also, for my bunnies that I'm cutting out on this pattern, I just want to remind you there's that little cutout, at least on my pattern, if yours is different, that little piece for his insert ear. Don't forget to attach it so it'll cut that out together with your bunny. So with that, I'm just going to click the HTV setting and hit go. So my machine is telling me, since I selected Everyday Iron On, make sure you mirror it and shiny side down. But again, with this brand, you do not mirror, and it's actually the pattern side up. And I always like to put more pressure. Alright, I have my HTV and I just weeded out the outside pieces of it. I actually did run it through twice just to be sure it cut all the way through and nice, and that worked well as the setting. And I will iron them onto my bunnies here. It also comes with this roll of like transfer tape to help transfer your pieces. It's a pretty simple design, so I don't think I'm gonna use it for this. It'll work just kind of like a sticker, but just make sure you don't stretch it. And then I'm using this side just because it has the burnt marks more so versus that. You could also do the HTV on the back side if you want. I might paint it. I might leave the wood showing. I'm not quite sure yet. Since the hole is small enough, I did not do the cutout for the hole, but you could if you wanted to. And it says to cover it and do it for about 10 to 15 seconds. Since they're small, I'm just using my little iron here. It actually took the pattern of my Teflon sheet, which actually is kind of a cool texture, but just something to watch and note for. So now I'm going to paint my little pieces here. These are the tails to my bunnies I just ironed on. Set those aside to dry and work on these bunnies. I have a little bit of water. I'm going to do a water down technique to show some of that wood grain underneath. So for the water, I'm going to use an actual bristle. I'm going to finish off my edges with this gold pen. It just really makes it a nice finish to it, but the nice wood on the ends is also nice. With this pen you have to pump it to get that ink into the bottom, so it was white at the beginning. After I pump it, now you can see the gold color. Here are finished pieces. I will glue the little tails on in just a minute, but I'm going to attach the earring pieces first. I just take my pliers and go sideways. And twist it back together. And then just look at how it'll hang. If it's on the ear, it'll hang like that. So for this one, it's okay. But if you see that earpiece is hanging sideways, you can just twist this middle section here. You could also paint the back or something if you want. I left mine with the wood showing. Oh. I thought about putting it through that hole, but I actually kind of like the ear better. So see, this one's going to lay funny, so I just need to twist it. So I grab it with one, and then just twist with the other. I had fun crafting with you, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.